Hello common people, this is a Common Guy Reviews and I am your lovely host, Pepsi. Browsing the internet oh so casually I happened to come across a manga that spiked my interest in a different way than usual. It wasn't because it had a great looking art style, not a fancy action scenes, not crazy superpowers, not even fan service. This one got to me because its story and its philosophy is just so astoundingly haunting and real. Dead Sweepers is about a young man called Hiroyuki. He lives a fairly original life in a town where also his brother Takashi happens to live. Takashi is locked inside of his apartment, crippled with depression after he dropped out of the medical school. Hiroyuki faces a grim reality when he finds his brother dead in already decomposing state. After the incident he joins a group called Dead Sweepers. That is a real existing job in Japan, where people clean houses of the recently deceased people. Manga is about life, it's about death, it's about grave, it's about what is the meaning of all life. It is an harsh manga, with so close ties to the reality that it kinda churns my inside more than any other Crusoe manga I have ever read. It doesn't present things so grimly because it can. It does it because it's the reality. Decomposing bodies, chunks of flesh, crawling maggots, and the awful, awful smell. Takashi is hit with so many things even at the start of the manga that I just kept reading out of pure eagerness to understand it. Why does life continue even if we already lost someone close to us? What is happiness and sunshine that radiates from other people when we are so low? The whole manga presents so deep and philosophical questions about the life itself that it's kinda weird and heartwarming, scary and repulsing. And speaking about repulsing, I don't know what is the case in real life in Japan, but in this manga they really left me a cruel image about the landlords that own the apartments that someone died in. In the very first cases when Hiroyuki wasn't feeling too well after, our main man Miwa Reiji is talking to a landlord when suddenly she is tearing up. The reason for this is not because she is feeling sorry for the deceased, but because she is now unsure that will she get a new tenant, because someone died in that apartment. And to that, Reiji's response as a true Sigma male he is, that it'll be 220,000 yen. I know that in Japan they are really superstitious when it comes to dead bodies and apartments. I remember watching a video about a Japanese dude who was a ghost hunter, and he said that you can get an apartment really cheaply if someone kicked a bucket there. At the same time I understand the landlord and her worries because it's her livelihood. But at the same time, I yearn some human compassion about the situation. But yeah, this manga stuck with me because it's just real. There is gory scenes, bodies, bodily fluids, blood, flesh and shit. So if you are sensitive about those subjects, then this manga may be not for you. But if you are interested in the genre that is way different from the everyday mangas, I highly recommend that you read this. You may find yourself sick a little, but hey, even that is just a reality of things. Are we just slowly decomposing bags of meat coming towards our unavoidable death? Or are we something more? Even after death, can you be sure of your answer? This was a Common Guy Reviews, and I am your lovely host, Pepsi. And I'll see you in the next review. Goodbye!